How's it going, ladies and Bruces? I'm Sixkilla, and today we're going to be checking out a game called Koncolos. This is one that we did cover on our upcoming games videos because it looked pretty interesting. I don't know what the translation is going to be like at this stage. Fingers crossed that it's going to be good. But that's what these first impressions are all about, isn't it? Mainly it's just to see if the translation is good enough to play, because if it isn't, then... well, I mean, the rest is irrelevant, isn't it? If the story's good or not, who cares, right? If you can't read it, if it doesn't make sense, it doesn't matter. Let's jump in and see if it makes sense to begin with. Shall we? Nice. No, I did not play the prologue. Let's just jump in. Start the game, please. 13th of September, 2021, Ankara. A rumour got out last week. They were curious about why I left running for home as soon as my shift ended. Onur Bey also invited me to a party his friend was throwing. I guess he wanted to spend some time socialising instead of staying at home. I refused politely and made my getaway to home. The doorbell rang a couple of minutes later. Onur Bey, Denise, Hussein and Khan. All my friends were at the door. It was a sentimental moment. They asked me if I'm doing okay. I couldn't say a word. What was I supposed to say? That I dreamed my doorbell ringing? And everyone I know visiting because they're worried about me? They don't need to know that I'm miserable. Do I hate myself? I don't know, but I'm sure there are certain things about me that I cannot stand. Shit, we all have that, man. Yet it is still better than listening to those therapist wannabe fools who keep saying, respect yourself and think positive. I mean, that's probably a good thing to do. You should probably respect yourself and think positive. Does that make me a fool? I cannot submit to the idea that I need to improve my self-respect and confidence to test myself with life again and again. What is going to happen is obvious to me, so it's better to stay away. Well, that's a defeatist attitude. It's like when your HP is low in video games. You try to act with caution and stay away from high-level monsters to prevent taking more damage. That's why I started seeing social interactions, friendships and casual conversations as dangerous challenges. I can simply drop dead if I'm too reckless. I guess this guy is a bit of a fucking drama queen, huh? I guess it's best to keep on living in spiritual anguish where I can breathe without feeling suffocated. Drama! What's the matter with that woman? She's sitting still like she has seen a ghost. Should I go and ask if she's okay? Translation seems alright though. There, she's come to herself anyhow. Alright. I wonder what she's writing that keenly. Maybe she's keeping a journal. Perhaps she's writing these lines. Bartender saw my absent-mindedness as a chatting opportunity and intended to come over. He probably wanted to try his luck with some cheesy pickup lines like, "Ma'am, are you alright?" or "Would you like a glass of water?" Or "There's a party in my pants and you're invited." I started writing these lines immediately and ruined his plans because that's what you deserve, you sad sack of meat. No, I have to stop creating scenarios in my head where I end up insulting myself. Well, I can tell our own character here is going to be completely unlikable. I've been working here for about 2 years. It's calm here, and not very crowded. There are regulars who visit every evening, and they're good people. An outsider might find working here interesting in terms of conversing with all the different kinds of people who come here. Let me put it this way, sometimes I feel so congested from all the talking with myself that I start taunting the empty bottles at the counter. Hello, Aris. Did you see those buggers gathering at the corner of the street? Again? And here I am wondering why nobody's coming. Whoever sees them changes their direction, I guess. It might be. I feel uneasy when I walk past them as well. There's Onur here, by the way. Why do you ask? Keep it quiet, he might misunderstand. Relax, he ain't here. I was thinking, would you talk to Onur so that you working at night shift? Why is that? I don't get along well with others. I'd be more comfortable if you were here at night. Something happened, I assume? Well, no, but sometimes Onur looks at me in a way that makes me feel uneasy. Like he wants me to leave. That's your imagination. Onur Bey isn't like that. Besides, night shifts are quite bothersome for me. I prefer morning shifts. Oh, I see. It just popped into my mind, you know. Can I take a bottle? Here. Work is not exhaustive. But standing here wears my spirit out. I'd welcome a change, but what can I do? I even searched on the internet the other day about what I can do with my life. Business, I mean. Here are the most common phrases that I've encountered. Commitment, bravery, success, decent education, vision, and most important of all, working hard. fake news portals with glossy themes and cheap blogs. These advices they were giving under the photo of a bald man depicted this road to victory like a veggie omelette recipe. I wonder this. What should one do to deserve an untroubled and modest life where one doesn't feel internal suffering? Which obstacles to overcome and what type of motivation should we possess? I think that just comes with age, man. That's how it worked for me. You just sort of chill out as you get older and you just stop worrying about that kind of shit. Should we take 20 steps? 2,000 steps daily? 20,000 steps daily? I don't know, there's a decimal point that's throwing me off. Start our day at the crack of dawn, or should we absorb the spirit of a dragon? Well, I mean, you should definitely do that. It shouldn't be too hard to live a simple and honest life without getting too much attention. Sometimes I question if I'm doing something wrong or not. Breathe, bread, water, got those. And then there's mental health. Let's not forget emotional needs as well. How did this topic come up? I should get back to work. Who the fuck are you talking to? They're closing down the street. Did you see? I heard so. They think they own the place. It's not like they're gonna leave soon. Nobody's making a damn sound. If only I knew what they were after. They want to make people uncomfortable. What else? I think so. These streets are not what they used to be. Yeah. Maybe they'll close down the shops as well. Maybe. Best to find a way out and make for Germany. What do you say? Should we go together? They wouldn't take me. You guys go. Now that you're in short answer mode, I should take my pint and leave. No, it was something else. My mind drifted for a moment. Enjoy your pint. Did I treat her wrong? I was not able to pull away from my previous thoughts, so I wasn't able to pay much attention to what she said. Wait. Did she just say, shall we go to Germany together? Together as in, all together with our friends, or just the two of us? Damn, missed the moment and now it's gone. You're useless, brain. I dropped out of college right in the middle of my literature study. One of the things stuck with me from the few books that I've read, there was how Dante abandons Virgil to get to heaven from purgatory in that famous Italian epic. That's how people see migrating to Germany. They think that a plane ticket will carry them to the heavens under the envious eyes of those stuck in limbo. I was pissed at the hero of the book for his hypocrisy, but I can't fault those who leave now, because there are a few things as depressing as not knowing what to do. Hello, Eris. Hi, welcome. Hey, quick one. Does this cat ever try to eat that fish? No, but it drinks the water and sometimes checks it out with its paw. Nice. Don't leave it hungry for too long though, you never know. Congratulations, by the way. You got the job at the university, as I heard. Yeah, found a job finally. Thanks. Things were going downhill for so long. You'll stay for the party tonight, right? Unfortunately, I got things to sort at home. You guys have fun. Not surprised in the slightest degree. Oh, and Owner Bay wanted me to ask about, you know. I know, stop squirming, I'll take care of it soon. I just like talking about money. Can I get you something? Just a bottle. Enjoy. Today's shift is finally over. I should head home. 14th of September, 2021. What's this? Something like a comic strip, but only one page. I wonder who left it. Someone out there? Yes, but don't turn around, please. Why? Please, I don't think you'll like what you see. Alright then. Is it okay if... It's okay if that's what you want. I deduce that you're a monster, though. One of those that can talk. That can talk? Isn't that a bit offensive? I'm sorry, I didn't mean it that way. I was kidding, you're right. Many monsters don't talk, but you're thinking about if I will hurt you or not, right? Trying to come up with an excuse to leave. For a moment, are you reading my mind? It's not exactly mind reading. I can travel between your random thoughts, not deliberately. One of the bad aspects of being a monster. What's bad about it? I think it's quite cool. It must be what that woman was scribbling yesterday evening, so she's working on this. People do stuff, how nice. She made her character argue about an interesting subject. I've never had talent for these kind of things, but sometimes I make empty bottles that I've seen talking to interact with each other. I can produce some sweet conversations on occasion. One of them even cracked a great joke a while back even. Nobody laughed, of course, including Bottles. Nobody knows about that joke. I'm bored to death. If you make a great joke and no one's around to hear it, does it still make a sound? I started working here when I was 17. Oh, started working when I was 17, not here. but a couple of other places. Then I twiddled around for a long time and finally started hanging around here. Seemed like a cozy little place. I was spending so much time here back then, so when I needed work and asked Onu Bay about it, he accepted without thinking. Speaking of the devil, we will not be serving the woman in the photo, understood? I think she's got a broken ankle. Why, did something happen? She picked a fight yesterday, apparently. They barely calmed her down. She didn't seem stable, to be honest, although she hadn't finished her first beer before I left. Some can't hold their drink, I guess. Anyway, shit happens. Be careful. I'm leaving for now. Good luck. Is owner the owner of the shop? We work in 2 shifts here. My shift starts at 12 o'clock and ends at 8 o'clock. Clock shows 9 o'clock when I reach home and change. I eat dinner. Then I watch the ceiling, the wall across the room, and the desktop shortcut of the game that I've been meaning to play for who knows how long, and then sleep without touching it. Man, I've been there. Every day. Did you hear what happened last night? Oh no, Bay mentioned it just now. She tried to question us, you know. What question? Tell me what happened. I was sitting with Can and she catcalled us, asking about what we were talking about and whatnot. Then we spoke a bit from table to table. She was cute at first, kind of funny. She mentioned books she'd read and her favourite movies and stuff. Then the topic turned artsy a bit. Can jumped immediately. No wonder there. Ooh, I've made a short film. I have a script if you'd like to read, blah blah blah. He latched onto her and didn't let me speak. Topics they were discussing were not for me as well. European cinema and stuff. But I was listening to them. Then out of the blue, this chick asks, do you know a monster that dwells around here? Monster? What the hell? Check this out. After that question, she started eyeballing Can and me. She was trying to act cool, but she seemed frantic. I said, I guess not. The Can brushed her off as saying, do you really think a monster can waltz around here? Then all hell let loose. She started raging and causing quite a stir. She was going to kick his ass. What the hell? I don't understand anything from this. Why? It's weird to pick a fight for a reason like this. Something feels missing. I told you as it happened, man. That girl, I'm sure she has some other problem that we aren't aware of. Anyway, what can I get you? That's also a possibility. Let me take a bottle, thanks. Alright, here. You know what I dislike the most in people like you? Your arrogant and pretentious ways. Your insults give way to crying and pleading after 10 minutes. Voices come from that direction. Should we get the one with the red hat? There's also another couple behind them, but they're trying to catch the last bus probably. Every remedy has its own side effects. These blackouts are side effects of me refraining. What am I gonna do but refrain myself? I feel like lying down every 15 minutes. Level with the ground like a piece of paper. The earth pulls me down as if gravity is tenfold stronger on me. I endure. Every so often someone approaches to chit-chat. I feel so anxious about what they're gonna say that I want to blend in with the air and disappear. I refrain myself from such longings to protect my physical integrity, as it would be quite bothersome to put me back together after all. I don't think that being a bartender is the job for you, my man. Then comes the time for home. The gutters alongside the road catch my eye. I wonder how it would feel to be running down the gutters and flowing away and away, yet I cannot do that either. I feel afraid of the steel grates at the end of these gutters. I have claustrophobia, so I need to simplify all this death drive, as Dr. Freud puts it. Thus, here we are, the last spot I've reached after reducing myself little by little. I just keep standing here. It seems simple, yet it is quite contrary. It takes a lot of effort and concentration to do what hominids started millions of years ago to pester other animals. I don't have to be upright or anything. I can stay hunched or crooked even. It's okay as long as I don't fall. Hello. Are you alright? But I'm fine, thanks. You seem lost, so I wanted to check. It happens, I feel fine. Yeah, I know, a friend of mine had a similar thing, but it was kind of complicated. I'm Daphne, by the way. I'm Aris, nice to meet you. Can I get a pint, Aris? Well, Onu Bay, owner of this place, ordered me not to serve you. Oh, why? Something happened yesterday evening, I suppose. Yeah, we had a little misunderstanding, but it can happen, right? No need to blow it out of proportion. Sorry, my hands are tied. Alright, can I get a glass of water then? Your dear boss won't get mad for a glass of water, right? I'm not sure. Where on earth do you see the one who asked for water was turned away? Okay then. But I'll ask you one thing. What's this monster talk? I heard you asked around about it. It was nothing. I was too drunk, I guess. You mentioned a monster on that comic strip you forgot here. Were you affected by this? I forgot it here? Is it with you? Can you give it back? Sure, take it. I was gonna anyway, no need to panic. I saw you drawing something yesterday evening. I think you're quite talented. Congrats. But where's the rest of it? The rest? No, I think I drew this one page yesterday. You think? You don't remember what you drew? It's not what you think. I used to scribble a little, but I drew this yesterday without even realizing. I didn't even remember how I did it. It's the ambience here, I guess. That's why today I want to try my luck here again. You got me curious. I'd like to read the rest if you draw it. On a second thought, you can keep that page. I should head over to my table. Thanks for the water. Straight and honest. I liked her a bit. As if I don't have enough on my mind. Truth be told, she's lovely and pretty. It's rare to find both in one person. Generally, it's more than enough to have only one of them. But this girl, she deserves a gold medal in both categories if you ask me. Except she had a mental breakdown yesterday, remember? And there was a third category. She's also fine in that... I shouldn't think about such things. It made me depressed already. I have no trouble upsetting myself. I should focus on something else. There were two dudes who were doing live sessions after my shift. Wonder where they are now. I remember, Ono Bay got rid of them because they changed the playing song in the middle from the playlist at the computer. One time I took an interest in playing the guitar too. I tried, but it didn't happen. Should I buy a used one with this week's wage to try again? Nah. I got old. I can't pull it off. Know that feeling too. What did she say? Huh? The girl, what'd you talk about? Oh, she said it was a small thing, no need to take it out of proportion. She is right, shit happens. Yeah. What else? Nothing. Chit chat? I forgot to ask last night. What's her name? I don't know. Wait, she told us her name. I've forgotten though. I see, I wish Can didn't ruin it last evening. We were talking and it was quite nice. She's a sweet girl indeed. Can't talk anything with you, huh? Give me another bottle and I'll go sit. Here. What the hell is this? Everyone starts asking about her. They'll swarm around her like hungry dogs soon. I wish that they'd just leave her alone so you can spend some time here peacefully. That'd be a nice change as well. We could talk to Ono Bay about the fights and getting thrown out as well. A simple apology would suffice, I'm sure. Why'd you let that maniac in? Let's not aggravate it, alright? Am I doing that? She's the one who tried to pick a fight for a silly question. What was the question? She asked about a monster dwelling around here, so I asked about that particular monster being an anthropic or zoic. They're quite different, you know. No, I don't know. First time I heard about this. Is this what you study in university? Oh my god, I didn't know they did that in university. Kind of. I asked whether it was human-like or animal-like monster, basically. Oh, I see. Common folk also have a saying, wearing animal skin. Yeah, something like that. Okay. Can we let the girl be on her own this time? She should sit there all nice and quiet. I don't care about what she does as long as she doesn't mess with me. She won't. It'll be alright. Anything you want? A pint? Alright, here it is. Today's shift is finally over. I should head home. 15th of September 2021. I used to read a lot when I was a kid. I'd learned from somewhere that reading was a necessity for being smart. After starting school, I stopped reading as soon as I realized that I wasn't particularly smart. I skimmed some magazines and books from time to time. Didn't I tell you that we won't be serving this woman? What happened? What else can happen? Can't you see this? She was choking Husian. I don't know how to pronounce that, I'm sorry. She's turned the place upside down. I hardly managed to separate them. Why was she here? I swear I didn't serve her anything. She asked for a glass of water and I didn't turn her away. It's just water. She caused trouble after drinking water too, right? How can I turn away someone asking for water? You will, from this moment on. You won't even give water to her. I don't want to brawl in here in my bar again. Sure, Ono Bay. First time I see someone picking a fight. 2 days in a row in the same place. Crazy, I guess. It is weird for someone that cute to be hanging around here. She had to have a flaw for sure. Gotcha. We already knew about her flaw. Starting fights in bars. You heard about what happened last night. She assaulted me completely out of the blue. Yeah, I heard. Did you say something? No, she changed the subject to monsters again, even though we were talking about something unrelated. What's up with this monster talk? She's obsessed. Something feels weird about it. Anyhow, go on. That's what I said. I told her, you do realize that monsters are not real, right? And she responded with, you say this because someone wants you to think this way. She has strange beliefs, I suppose. How did the fight break out then? Then I asked her if she wanted to talk about it somewhere else. I don't know why I said it, but it would have been nicer if she didn't attack me after shouting, are you gonna ambush me? You invited her someplace else? So what? No harm in that, I just wanted to chat is all. This bothers me more than it should. Hand me a bottle, will you? Ambush? Who'd use such an expression? We're not in the wild or on a battlefield. She's eccentric for sure. She seemed quite normal when she was talking with me though. Maybe she goes nuts on the night. Maybe she has no fault, but the guys here are exaggerating. It didn't look like exaggeration in the pictures on her bay showed. No, she was choking the fucking guy. Aris, give us a bottle, will you? Here, sir. I wasn't here for one day and things went crazy, huh? They say you found a troublemaker. Did you fall in love with her? Who the hell said that? It was that scumbag Husian, right? I'll never get used to that word. Can't tell, but be careful, my boy. All of these women, ill-tempered witches is what they are. What type of a maniac would cry her lungs out, monsters, you murderers, just because the boy came near a bit? Wait, did you say murderers? That's what they told me. Murderers? I'm getting more confused by the minute here. I don't know. I wouldn't stand it 1 minute and throw them out the window. Every broad with daddy issues take their anger out on us. It has to be an underlying condition according to you. Maybe she has something else hanging over her head. Like the sword of Damocles. I know you wouldn't. But I know the type. Subconsciously, she compared my dear Houston to someone who couldn't take it? Textbook inferiority complex if you ask me. I didn't. Anyway, enjoy your drink. Rude. She's your friend, isn't she? I'm not that sophisticated. I realized this in depth after I started working here. I feel like everyone knows everything. I want to develop an interest sometimes, learn more and get enlightened. But I've always been reluctant to start somewhere. I promised myself to make a plan and start reading, but the time, days become weeks, weeks become months, and it's still the same old me. Only older. Oh man, go away. Hi. Oh, I'm sorry, but I can't let you in this time. Is this about the quarrel again? It's nothing to worry about, really. Quarrel? Let's call it a fight. Make it a plural even. Fights. Look, it wasn't my fault, okay? There are things that you don't know about. And what are those things that I don't know about? The boy that I quarreled with last night. The boy you picked a fight with, Husian. Whatever. Husian or not, he reminded me of someone for some reason. A murderer? Murderer? Why'd you say that? Do you know something? You don't have to fear anyone, I can protect you. No, you misunderstood. You implied it on people last night. That's why I asked. I said that, huh? I don't remember anything about it. I'm sorry if I hurt someone without knowing. It doesn't mean a lot when you say it to me, right? I would say go talk to them, but they might not have calmed down yet, so it's best to do nothing for now. Got it. So I can sit as long as I don't talk with people. What? No, it's impossible. Only Bay was furious. I don't think he'd allow it. Look, you said you like my comics, right? If I finished another page, and if you let me sit, I'll give it to you. I can only draw here, please understand. No! No, this is really not the time. Do you know what I dislike the most in people like you? You're weak, a failure. All you do is talk about the war. All you talk about is the war, the struggle. But I've never seen any of you win. I think losing makes you happier. You enjoy losing and then crying about it. Come here. What the hell are you doing here? Get that ID out fast. Where are you coming from at this hour? It happens much more frequently these days. I'm talking about me going dark that I mentioned earlier. I even went to a doctor a couple of months ago. After some tests, he said I was fine physically and I should consult a psychiatrist if it continues. I didn't pay much attention to it because I was so sure the problem was in my legs. What? Oh, my legs are going crazy! Fuck, I hate when that happens. I understood how the bipedalism in humans work after some light reading. A string of muscles called posterior chain are responsible in this, and I gotta do an exercise called deadlift to strengthen them. I started training right away, thinking that I found the solution. 80 kilograms, 100 kilograms, 150 kilograms. Looks like the exercises were also in vain. Maybe I should do what the doctor said. You went blank again, didn't you? Huh? Oh, I guess so. Apparently you let her in again. It seems you're unable to reject her, huh? You wouldn't want O'Neill to get mad. I lost focus for a moment, didn't realize they're sitting down. She attacked Houston last night. The problem was not me, as you can see. I didn't say such a thing, nobody did. We even said something like, stuff happens. I don't know, I heard things like Can bothered her and whatnot. Everyone understands it now, I reckon. You don't need to talk snarky. I just told you I said nothing. Do I look like I'm in the condition to talk shit about you or anyone for that matter? What does that mean? Is something wrong? You keep going blank often these days. I'm fine. I was talking in a general sense. Are you sure? I didn't mean you when I said I hear things. No, it's okay. Everything's fine. Alright, we're good then. Can I get a bottle? Here, enjoy your drink. And you, get the fuck out of my bar. I'll call the cops. I just said something like uncultured about myself, but it's not like I don't have any interests. I watch a lot of movies once. I even write articles with what I know about video games. That's pretty cool. I wish I could do that. I took an interest in comics these days. At least she left it here for me to read. Let's take a look. Where have you been? You were going to lose your spot if you were more late. I told you to keep everyone away from it. It's not that easy. I don't want to expose myself to anyone, so it becomes harder to get rid of people. Look, someone wrote something here. Did you notice? No, what was it? It says, I don't know what I'm supposed to do. What's that about? Just someone who doesn't know what they're supposed to do. Well, that's what it fucking says. Right, but what were they thinking before writing this? It could be plain boredom. I don't know. I don't understand such stuff. Whoever wrote this is in big trouble, if you ask me. They were in despair. You started mind reading too, huh? No, just a feeling. Can I get some listeners today, perhaps? Maybe on a Saturday. The street is more crowded than usual. I can't come on Saturday, sadly. Why? A friend invited me to... I don't know what that word is either. I'm sorry. Sixkilla. There will be others as well. I said I'd come. I was getting bored these days anyway. Who's your friend? Someone important? Just some witch. Forget about her. Was it her who gave you that necklace? How'd you notice? Yes, she gifted it to me yesterday. I like it. I was going to tell you the minute that you walked in. That necklace is hexed. Get rid of it. She drew herself as well this time. Was the girl before a friend of Daphne? I didn't get it. Oh, look at the time. I should leave. End of today's shift. 16th of September 2021. Oh man, here we go again. Well, we knew this was going to happen. What's happening? What is this ruckus? I'm so sorry, Onube. You see the chairs flying, right? It went so bad that they had to close the bar down. Did we make a mistake by trusting you, Aris? Obviously, yes. Was it too hard to keep one woman out? She's trying to get us fired. I said literally nothing this time. I felt weak for a moment. I was lightheaded. She must have said it that time. What do you mean you felt weak? It's weird, my eyes blacked out shortly. Your eyes blacked out? It's complicated. I'll tell you another time. Maybe I should see a doctor. Alright, don't get too upset. If you feel weak again, absolutely tell me. Lastly, I don't need to tell you that I don't want this woman here again, right? Sure, it won't happen again. Just tell her to leave or you call the police. Come on. Daphne. She went too far this time. I can get fired if she even passes by. I wouldn't have cared for getting fired if I wasn't scraping by already. I really need the money. Forget about finding another job. No degree, no profession. Those with a degree are in poor state as well, no difference. I just realised I have no second plan whatsoever other than working here. What would I do if I become unemployed tomorrow? It would be my end, and I'd die probably. How mad was he? As mad as he should be. I don't think you should take her in again. I definitely won't. I'm not saying it because she's slandered about me. She's going to cause problems for you. Can we drop the subject? Sure, can I get a pint? Here. I act out of instinct for the most part. When a crossroad is presented, I never think about the outcomes of the options. It would go over my head. I do whatever I feel like, and it would be quite hard to change my opinion. It's almost like I have no mind, I guess. Hi. Don't even bother if you were going to give advice, okay? She was crazy. I won't take her in again. No, I wasn't going to. Plus, I don't think Daphne's crazy. Was that so? Why? Because what she tells is not completely out of reason. I mean, what she says before she turns the place upside down, that monster she describes, there's an uncanny resemblance to one of the monsters that dwelled in Anatolia. Did you mention it to her? Yes, I did. She snapped at that moment. She had some sort of a crisis while she asked me about what I knew about her. Then the usual ruckus, shouting and whatnot. It wasn't possible to talk about it. They took her out in the end. I see. I don't know. I never saw her like that, but she always seemed quite ordinary to me. But Onu Bay was quite mad about what happened. It's not for me to talk about that. I just want to share my opinion. Anyhow, can I get a bottle? Sure, enjoy it. I knew only one monster story from my childhood. There was a skinny man from one of the nomadic tribes around. Usually it was him telling about it. The people were telling the story in the Asian steppes, centuries before settling in Anatolia. Once or twice a year, a boy would be left outside as an offering for a mysterious stranger. The sacrificial boy was to be selected amongst the weak or sickly children of the village. If the air turns cold unnaturally after the dusk, and the sky turns crimson red in the dark, the villager would know that the visitor is due that night. According to their shamanist beliefs, that this visitor is a dark spirit that needs to be appeased. Some call it the Dark Shaman. What's the point of retelling a story I already know to myself again? It was nice to remember though. I'll tell it to Daphne, if the chance presents itself. We'll see if she tries to beat me up too. Oh man. I know what you're gonna say. I didn't want to be a burden on you. I'm sorry. Well, it's not like a burden, but I'm in a tough spot now. I see, I didn't come to hang around, so don't worry. Is that so? Then why'd you come? About the comic, wait, you said you liked it. The last page I drew yesterday, I thought you might want to read it. Oh, thanks. You managed to finish it before tearing the place down at least. Will there be more? I don't think so. Why, because I can't let you in here? I think someone as talented as you can draw anywhere she wants. No, it's not that. This page, I think it's the end of the story. Because I was there that day. You'll see when you read it anyhow. I don't get it, these stories. They were real and happened to you? That musician girl was talking about you somewhere? You gave her a necklace? Are these events real? Look, I don't have all the answers. Hell, I don't have any answers. I also don't know what it all means. Read it yourself, maybe you can figure it out. Because I'm tired. If you'll excuse me, I should go find another place to pick a fight. Or sit down and cry, it matters not. I see. I hope our roads cross again. I don't think we'll see each other again. Take care. Give me the comic, I want to read it before I wrap the episode up. What do you mean, you befriended a monster? Have you gone mad? That's a bit marginalizing. As you know very well, there's no rule about monsters always turning out evil. Yes, there's no rule like that, but all monsters are brought to this world for only one purpose. Everyone can aspire to purposes in life. Wait a minute, you... Look at me, I need to examine your eyes. What's happening? Shut up, I need to check something. As expected, you were visited. It wouldn't be long until it finds us. What? Quickly, go to the others. Tell them Daphne said something is approaching. Tell it just like I told you, word by word, I'll be right here. Where? We're gonna miss the train. Do what I told you and be fast, there's no time. Should I find an animal? Cats won't do. Dogs are also a no-go, maybe a crow or even better, a raven. You'd find tons of them where you don't need them. And now there are none to be found. A sparrow. That's what it is. I have to try. Uh-oh. It's here. Look at it, looks like a praying mantis. I like it. Please don't let me be late. And it leaves corpses in its wake. That's awful. Could this be real? I can't remember hearing about a monster butchering people in broad daylight. Wait. The fuck is the cat doing back there? Alright, I'm gonna wrap this episode up because the cat's fucking distracting me now. It's pissing around with the computer. Anyway, it's interesting. It's actually really interesting. The translation's decent. It's not amazing, but it's decent. So I'm gonna leave it here and move on to other impressions videos and such, but make sure you let me know if you want to see more and I will definitely do more. But otherwise, we will leave it here. That's Koncolos. I'll put a link in the description if you want to go play it yourself. If you want to see more, make sure you leave a comment or like it or whatever, or hit me up on Discord. You know, the usual. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching. Thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next one.